Hey Andrew. I saw your name and I saw Austin, Texas at the same time. I was trying to combine them. We're gonna see the totality if the clouds stay out of the way. Ooh, cool. Very exciting. Yeah, well, welcome wherever everyone's tuning in from. Yeah, so grateful to have you like be a part of this. And as we enter into this solar eclipse, well, we are kind of in the midway point. I just figured let's do it now. Wherever you are in the world, there is something happening, and I think it's super cool that as humans we get like lit up by astrological events. And the reminder, I guess, for all of us, no matter what our knowledge is around astrology or astronomy, there are impacts happening in our lives personally and collectively. And I'm not sure about you, but I noticed a lot of stuff on my feed over the past couple weeks, just kind of very much from this like fear-based place of the eclipse. And so if this is something that you've been experiencing, I want to just invite you to, just acknowledge that maybe that's been part of your reality, and that's okay. It's all just like the shadows of every experience. As we enter into this place now together for this eclipse time, we don't need to carry any of the preconceived notions or ideas or beliefs that may be kind of around what this might mean, because ultimately it's what it represents to you, okay? But we're going to spend some time in a meditation, kind of just connecting to the energy of that eclipse as a group, as a collective, and allowing it to really bring a sense of rebirth. And, I made the post today. I thought, hey, like maybe I'll do a ritual, or, what does this really look like? How does spirit kind of want to use me in this space today? And I posted the notification like for the live and kind of scheduling it. And then I realized like, oh, it's like the Thelemic Holy Day. So part of the Thelemic kind of tradition, if I want to call that, it's related to Aleister Crowley's kind of religious group, or however, you want to say, if he started it, other people started it. But this is the day in which like the book of the law was written or channeled, over a period of time by Crowley. And so I was just really finding it fascinating how it's like this joining of the two. Ooh, and that reminds me, I was going to look this up. So this is a combination of us exploring a bit of the book of the law, a bit of the energy of what it means to step into something new, to this new aeon, as he would often call it. And also it's about us recognizing what it is that we are birthing in our own lives. Because I'm not sure about you, but I can speak for myself. The past like couple weeks, especially since that lunar eclipse, like I am like this completely different person. I mean, it's still me, I'm still on here doing the videos, and yet my like focus and my perspective and how I'm like living my day to day is just so different. I've been like stepping more into the music. I've been like really tapping into this art like kind of side of myself, this creative side of myself. And it's funny because it's like it was always there. I just was covering it with all this other stuff. So if this is something that resonates with you, maybe you're still kind of feeling like the last parts of wanting to like let go so you can step into something even if you don't really know what it is. This is that invitation. That's what the eclipse is for, is a new life, new opportunity, okay? I want to just look here quick at the Qabalistic Encyclopedia. This is the one here, this Godwin's one, because the number 120, this is actually the 120th anniversary or year of this like feast, or the days of the Book of the Law being written. So some of the words, ooh, interesting. We have Kesel in the Hebrew, which is fool. So, funny how we just left Fool's Day is the 1st of April. Moed, which is season. Mof, Egypt, Memphis, Egypt. Zal, the shadow or shelter, which kind of all ties to this actual eclipse time. And there's a few other words. We also have Dimyoni, imaginary or fanciful. And this is actually the 15th path, the mystic number of the 15th path, Chokmah to Tifereth. So from the Father to the Son. Where are we going here? From the Father to the Son. this path here. Okay, and that represents Samek, the letter Samek, which is the 15th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. So with these words, these terms, just throwing that out there, whatever you make of it. I find it interesting though, here on this day of the eclipse, I mentioned last time in the live how or I think it might have been even one of the short videos, with the eclipse, you know, a lot of traditional kind of indigenous teachings was to not be outside observing it. Like, I should actually probably have my blinds closed right now. And it's like, how do we go internal, enter into the shelter? How do we like darken everything out just like the sun is being darkened? And there was a lot of fear even. There's a lot of fear around this whole concept of the sun. You know, I was saying there's like a lot of religious stuff around like, oh, this is the end times or whatever. And in a way it is an end. Like I said, you get to rebirth a new you. So however you wish to view it, if you go into this kind of place of just receptivity of spirit, which we'll do together, what wants to come through you, okay? Just like Crowley wrote this book, channeled this book. What wants to speak through you? Your holy guardian angel, your highest aspect of divinity that can then like create ripples in the world around you. Even if it comes after you're dead, okay? I mean, Crowley, we know, is like deemed as like the worst person in the world. Most evilest man in the world. So whatever that might mean to you, I'm not here to judge or perceive it in any way. For us now here in this eclipse time, what is it that you hope to bring forth? So we're just going to invite you here to find yourself in a comfortable spot. And whether you have your eyes opened or closed, or you sit or lay down, whatever works for you, just trusting that the energy is going to support you in whichever way it's necessary in your life at this point. And if you're new to the channel, like, you know, I just intuitively kind of wing these things. And words might be said, vibrations or phrases might be like vibrated out or spoken loudly. Just allow the energy, the vibrations to move through you, in you, around you, and trust the process. And so as you begin to connect to your breath, perhaps really deepening the breath, allowing it to move beyond just the upper chest, the lungs, but down through the rib cage, down through the diaphragm and into your belly, really filling it up on each inhale and letting it go on the exhale, really, really squeezing the belly in on the exhale. So you squeeze out all that air until you inhale again. And as you continue to connect to your breath, just recognizing maybe the busyness of your day, where you've been coming from, what energies might still be lingering in your field. And just like we left those beliefs or thoughts about the eclipse, now just inviting you to surrender down anything that might be still with you, allowing the breath to wash away whatever just wants to be put on hold for now. Any thoughts, any to-do lists. Because right now, really what you get to experience is just this beingness. And we're coming up to the actual total eclipse part of the sun, the highest aspect of the sun being covered. So we're going to draw upon that energy, imagining you see the black sun hovering high above you. That black sun, included by the moon, and you notice the energy emitting from it, however you sense it, through whether it's vibration, whether it's seeing the light rays shooting out past the shadow. And perhaps you start to notice that black light permeating the space around you. And we call to the energy of the sun, the divine name of Tifereth, Tifereth being the heart-centered space, the sun, both S-U-N and S-O-N. So as you continue to imagine that black sun emanating that light of blackness around you, connecting with the divine name, Yod He Vav He Eloah Vada'at. Yod Hey Vav Hey Eloah Vadaat. Yod Hey Vav Hey Eloah Vadaat. Yod Hey Vav Hey Eloah Vadaat. Just sensing those vibrations, the eclipsing of the sun that permeates your body, your mind, all around you. This rebirthing that you are taking part of, whether actively or passively in your life. I want to invite you now to kind of replay parts of your life that are impacting you now. Knowing that it's safe for you to review this, you're just being the observer, just allowing whatever wants to pop up as you start, even from your birth point. Or maybe it's just the last year or two, the last weeks. Where is it that you're at? And just allowing yourself to review your life, where you have been, what has it been contributing to you as who you are now. Just allowing yourself to see whatever wants to be seen or made known to you here. This review of life, this review of who you have identified yourself as. No judgments. If you think or felt like your life should be way more further than it is, or you wish you hadn't made this decision or that decision, just the invitation to just be like, okay, yeah, I just see that that's how it was. Okay, learning opportunity, failure after failure, success after success. It doesn't matter. This is just part of the life process. So reviewing your life and seeing, is there a theme around what you're seeing now? Maybe it's an area of your work, of your relationships, any particular area of your life. Just trusting as you continue to review what it is that's showing up. Allowing the energy to move. This is bringing clarity. And I'm seeing like that Mayan is taking an energy of the sacrifice during the eclipse time. So now as you entering into a temple space, seeing yourself coming before an altar where you get to lay down all that which you now wish to surrender, sacrifice in this like energetic exchange during this time of the eclipse. So these themes that have been popping up in your review of your life, if it's some way in which you've approached life, maybe you're feeling like you carry this poverty mindset, or you get angry with your kids, or whatever the case might be. If there's something that you just feel like, okay, this part of me I want to release now. I know that there's something more and I'm ready and willing to step into it. Now you can lay this at this altar. Could be multiple things, whatever it is, just laying it on this altar as the eclipse and its blackness is now emitting even more power and energy, more opportunity of fire to transmute what is being laid there. And blood is a powerful element here, that sanguineous element. So just wanting to share that. And to some of you, this may be very blasphemous. I just want to engage from this place of that sun, Tifereth, the Christ consciousness, Jesus being the sun that came from the as above, Keter, down, to be inside your heart. And there's so many statements here that we can say around it. It's like just engaging in that energy of what it means to be reborn. That's why the element of sacrifice is so powerful. And it's seen throughout many different stories across time, whether it's the Christian faith, whether it's the Egyptian mythologies, and so forth. And so connecting here, you laid it down onto this altar. You can call on any guides or ancestors or angels that support you on your path to continue to work with you in releasing and clearing any other attachments that might be here. Any hooks, any energetic cords, those are being cleared now. Thank you, Spirit. And now you step away from this space and you go inside the sacred temple, your inner temple. And here you are sheltered from that sun. And you feel the support of the Creator, Spirit, that divine intelligence that created the entire universe. Everything was birthed from that creative space. So feeling that now like a hug surrounding you, supporting you, allowing yourself to just lay into and receive whatever it is that wants to be gifted to you now, and knowing that you deserve to receive that energy, that you are a child of God. And now you're being gifted with the visions, the messages, whatever it needs to be for you as you now see this new version of yourself. And even if you don't necessarily perceive or see something of like who it is that you are becoming, just feel the energy, and it's like a juicy, like delicious energy. Whatever that is like your telltale sign that you're on the path. So just trusting and receiving that, allowing it to really like percolate through your body, and building up through the womb space, the sacral, up into the heart, into your head, up along your spine, circulating this energy out and around you through your auric field. And trust that over the next weeks, you are going to align and really start to live out exactly what it is you're meant to be and do in this life, your great work, the blueprint of your life, that which Spirit, God wants you to have and be on. Like if you weren't meant to, you wouldn't have had the spark of interest or creation, the potential internal. So seeing this and receiving this energy. And we just hold up those who may be struggling with finding their own path. Maybe we be ones that are willing to support others and show up for others when it's necessary. Remember that your life story, your path, is an encouragement to many. So are you willing to speak up, to share, no matter what judgments or engagements might show up in your life from others, knowing that if you believe something so wholeheartedly, then there is a lot of truth to that. And this channel is about finding your truth, your personal truth, not what anyone else says, not what doctrines say or dogmas say or some organization tells you to believe. It's ultimately up to you. What is your truth? And I believe that God will share that with you in your own way. So maybe we have compassion for each other, connection with each other. Trusting your path. And now I invite you to imagine the sunlight shifting from that darkness, the shadow, into its brilliant, bright light. The eclipse kind of like moving beyond, now opening up and birthing you, just as the sun is being shown again. You know, the sun dies and rebirths. This is what's happening every day now. This daytime one collectively happens for all of humanity at the same time, and you get to wake up. So emerging even from that inner temple, emerging and seeing the sun bright now and that moon kind of moving away from its covering. And feeling the heat, feeling the energy of this ball of fire, that which gives life. And with this, knowing that you can tap into your internal flame, that which comes from the divine. It's always been there. It'll always be there. Now your next inhale, just breathing into your heart. Exhaling out. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes, returning. Sweet. Ooh, love all these comments. Joanna, Basta, Faad, thanks for being here and taking part in commenting. You know, I don't really care if people put negative comments, so you can give me all the attention you want. Anyways, so this whole idea of the eclipse, this energy of connection to the sun, however you choose to continue, I think it's still going on for like the next hour or so. I want to invite you to spend some time in contemplation, journal, whatever it works for you to like integrate the experience. And I'm excited to hear where it goes. You know, but anyways, ooh, I'm gonna just click that so I can see other people's comments. And then, yeah, Joanna, I want to highlight your, I just need to go back here now. Where is it? His name is Jesus. I know the sound, I know how this sounds, but believe me, you can experience him. Oh yeah, I have no conflict with that religious view. You know, if you feel you'd like to share more, then I encourage you to start your own channel and share your views and beliefs, because there's so many different ways of perspective around this. And growing up in a very religious Christian home, I would say kind of shifting, it's funny that even you would post those things, shifting into more of my personal truth around my relationship with like Christ, Jesus, Christianity, God. There's been so many different ways, I guess, in which I've explored that. And yeah, I appreciate you being here and taking part, even if you didn't take part. Just like all of you, I enjoy your presence here. But yeah, I wish you all the best during this eclipse time, and whatever it is that you're creating right now or feeling called to just really show up in the world as, like, just continue to be that. And until the next time, everyone, I hope to see you in another video. So be sure to subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Okay, take care.